Morning.
Happy Friday Eve, everybody.
Glad you're with us here in the Upper 5 Digital Studio. I'm Brendan Kinney.
I'm meteorologist Heather Bricca.
And then Gib, you want to yell from the control room? Hi.
Director Gibbs back there.
Oh, now he's silent. Okay. Anyway, yeah, he's directing this thing, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it's unscripted, so we'll see what happens.
It is unscripted.
Yeah.
Yeah. People have to water their flowers in some areas around northern Michigan today, Heather.
Yeah, a nice drink of water.
Yeah.
I heard the term liquid gold yesterday, and that's true. The farmers loving this moisture. I myself love it because my plants are getting watered and I don't have to water them.
Yep.
And then
exactly.
Brendan did say he finally planted his plants.
I did, yeah. I'm going with a Grand Hotel on Mackinac Island theme, all red geraniums.
Okay.
Yep.
How many do you have?
Well, the planter I have is very small,
Okay.
but I bought 4.
Okay, yeah.
And then a little center with kind of like tall grass almost to give it some height.
Yeah.
And then some dangly little plants as well.
Okay, nice.
Yep. So we'll see how it goes. I put in some plant food and watered it this morning.
Nice.
So.
Good job.
Anyway, yeah, I thought it was about time. It's almost summer. Might as well get the flowers in.
I did ask him on air. Was it last week, probably? We had a lot of flower hot shot pictures. So speaking of flowers, Brendan, have you planted yours yet? No, I need to.
Not yet.
But he did it, so we're good. We're in good business.
We are, yeah.
So we're talking about that rain, though, today. And one of my weather watchers did report over 2.5 inches of rain that just fell throughout the day yesterday.
Wow, okay.
Into early this morning. So a lot of rain, lots of dousing of those showers still. But weather will improve a little bit today. But we're talking about a heat wave on the way too, which means it could be potentially dangerous. We're talking about overnight lows not even really cooling off a bit. So it'll still be hot and humid overnight, which could potentially, stress those that are younger or older, and also just that heat risk in general, being out and about, being dehydrated, things like that. So we'll talk about the heat wave because you guys wanted summer weather, and the summer solstice is tomorrow. So we're giving you the summer weather.
Not that hot. Jeez,
Mother Nature goes, you get it all at once. Yeah.
And not good sleeping weather either. When it's not cooling off, and if people don't have air conditioning.
Yeah, and
good.
bring the dogs inside if they're outdoor dogs, probably.
Yep, for sure.
Just because it is going to be so hot. And heat indices, well, in the 90s. So, especially when it's humid too, your skin can't cool off as fast because your moisture that's already on your skin from sweating doesn't really feel much relief when you have hot and humid air on your skin. So, we'll talk about that.
I don't know how our friends in Florida deal with this all the time. We don't have to deal with it for too long. Yeah. But when we do, it's like, oh my gosh.
I think, definitely acclimated to that kind of weather.
Yeah.
Our northern Michigan bodies are not used to it. The extremes are a lot to deal with.
Like my Florida friends say, it's like, well, you guys spend winter indoors, we spend summer indoors, so it just kind of depends on where you live.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are talking about the potentially record-breaking heat in our weather quiz because it's top of mind right now. So we will reach 90s in some spots, especially if you are in the northern lower in northern Michigan on Sunday. So what is the previous record high set on June 22nd, that's Sunday, in Traverse City? Which one will it have to beat? Will it be 91, the previous record of 93, or the previous record of 95 degrees?
Well, that answer coming up.
And I had to show you that drone video of the bay because you're going to want to jump in the bay this weekend.
Yeah, that's West Grand Traverse Bay. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So it's going to be a hot one. So we are waking up to a damp start, still muggy this morning, but we are seeing those showers already diminishing in the eastern UP. Some parts, especially east, still seeing a few lingering showers there, but for the most part, we are seeing those winding down. You see on the east side, if you're in Alpena, downpours of rain consistently almost all morning. You can see through Presque Isle County into Atlanta. We are seeing those showers this morning. So that is what we're dealing with. Lighter rain if you're west of I-75 through Leelanau County, Grand Traverse, Kalkaska, parts of Wexford into Misaki, Roscommon. So a lot of rain there. That's our forecast today for Friday Eve. It'll be 66 to 78 degrees today. And a few of those early lingering showers hanging on, which will wind down west of I-75 first today. And we are expecting a few late pop-up showers and thunderstorms. These are expected to be non-severe. And it will be mainly later evening when most of us are sleeping / us coming into work, and a northwesterly wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. So we are going to see that rain in the next few hours of our day. You could see, though, it's going to start to come to an end by early afternoon. So by lunch hour, most of us will be dry west of I-75, along I-75 and east. Still some light lingering showers there. Then we're going to see clearing. Still a bit breezy this afternoon, but we'll see some late sunshine today. And then tonight, we'll see a clear, even mostly clear sky. We'll see those pop-up showers and storms overnight and early tomorrow morning. That's like the first official day of summer forecast. So we are expecting those showers and thunderstorms around tomorrow, 72 to 84 degrees. And most of those showers and storms will stay in the northern lower. If you're in the eastern UP, you could see a bit more sunshine. That's the severe storm outlook for Friday. I want to show you this because there is still that potential there. So although it's not widespread, you can see stronger storms could be more likely if you're in the western upper peninsula and into Wisconsin, northern tier Wisconsin, Green Bay included in that. We're under that marginal risk for much of northern Michigan. Although it's on the lower side, that means we could see winds picking up. Winds will be the main concern, I think, with this system moving through tomorrow. Could see some hail, but I really think wind will be the main issue. That tornado threat is closer where that slight risk is. So although we don't have the threat of tornadoes, we do have the threat of stronger to severe weather. So look at our Friday. We'll see those showers moving in, showers and storms early on, and then we could potentially see that stronger storm later in the day into just afternoon, evening hours. And then it looks like we'll start to see some lighter rain moving in overnight. Nothing is widespread, but we have those chances there in the forecast. So we do have that heat and humidity we'll be dealing with into the weekend. We'll show you the extended. That's a look at our highs today, 60s, 70s in the eastern upper. Any early rain will come to an end. And then we'll see on the east side, 70s for the most part. Upper 60s there in Petoskey, but most of those closer to the shoreline of Lake Huron, low 70s today. Showers end west to east. We'll see that cloud cover too, but then late clearing. Now west of I-75, 60s and 70s for highs. Showers end west to east, late clearing, a northwesterly wind. 78 in Baldwin, 72 in Manistee. Tonight we will see lows in the 40s and 50s. We'll see a mostly cloudy sky early on, then late clearing in the eastern upper. And tonight, partly cloudy on the east side, hardly any wind, and we'll see partly cloudy and a few of those late pop-up showers, potentially thunderstorms. And again, that's going to be late evening into early tomorrow morning. 57 in Manistee, partly cloudy. That's a good our extended forecast. So first official day of summer, the summer solstice tomorrow, longest day of the year. A lot of daylight tomorrow. We'll see those showers and storms around too. Saturday, we are potentially watching for a stronger system moving in on Saturday. If you have any weekend plans, be mindful of that, because if we see severe weather, it will be dangerous. We are expecting that heat and humidity, especially on Sunday, highs reaching 80s, over 90s, a lot of sunshine, so plenty of daytime heating. But you can see those overnight lows will only reach the 60s and 70s, so not cooling off a lot. That will just add to stress on your body already if you are outdoors during the heat and the hottest part of the day. We are expecting 80s and 90s to continue into Monday with a chance of showers and storms too. And active weather will continue into next week. Still a bit warm.
Okie doke. Chris is watching, and just a heads up that I'm on like the alternative comment forum, so bear with me.
Alternative comment forum?
Yeah, Chris is saying good morning from East Lansing. We have, so this might be out of order a little bit.
Okay.
Jackie's saying it's 58 in Kalkaska, finally getting our rain, she said.
Yes.
Nancy's watching from East Jordan, where it's 61. And if Nancy was watching our TV show this morning.
We were there.
Yeah, Madison was there previewing the Freedom Festival there in East Jordan.
Yeah, I say we as if we were there, but
we as in the
she.
station, yeah. Yeah. So maybe Nancy's going to be checking that out. I don't know. Getting some festival food.
Yeah?
Paula saying happy Friday Eve from Boyne Falls, 62 degrees and cloudy. Looks like 1 66 hundredths of an inch of rain yesterday.
Okay.
A quarter of an inch since midnight. So that's her weather report from Boyne Falls. Thank you, Paula. Paul was saying, I love Paula and Paul back to back. Paul saying good morning from Rogers City. Christopher is back.
Hi, Christopher.
Glad you're here with us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
And he's watching from Alpena. He was watching for a long time from Farmington Hills downstate.
Yep.
Moved up north. Haven't heard from him in a while, and now he's back. So hopefully you're here to stay, Christopher.
Yeah.
58 and rain there in Alpena.
Okay.
Robert is saying good morning from Indian River. It's 61 and rain. Chris is saying hi to Gib. Joel is saying good morning again from the job site. Concrete down, 64. Few raindrops. Guessing 93 for the weather quiz.
Okay, Joel, you always tell us at 6:20-ish that you might not be on. And when you say you're not going to be on, then you're on, which is fine. But I think it's kind of funny. I'm just giggling at that. Yeah.
Just maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, he got the job done, so.
Well, there you go.
Glad you're here, Joel.
Yeah.
Susie Q saying good morning. It's 61 in Traverse. On our way to Weight Watchers.
Drive safe.
Hi, Susie Q. Rain, rain, go away. Going to be so warm this week. My kind of weather.
Yeah.
Alice is saying good morning from Alpena. Raining and 58. You guys do a great job, she says.
Thank you, Alice.
Gail's saying good morning again. It's 60 in Drizzle and Kingsley. Happy Friday Eve. She'll be gone tomorrow since it's an infusion day. It looks like it's at 7:45.
Okay.
Everyone have a great weekend and stay hydrated.
It's a good reminder.
Paula saying, so glad you're back, Christopher. And Christopher says, thank you. Yeah, people are asking. And we know that Christopher's joined us from time to time, but
yes,
for the most part, hasn't been with us.
But he was consistently the first commenter, if you guys are new to the conversation.
Yep.
Every single morning, even when Mark Watkins was on mornings. So I got to know Christopher when I would fill in.
Yep.
But yeah, that's from the Mark Watkins days. Maybe even Blake Hansen. I don't know.
It's possible.
It's possible.
Paula is going big, 95 degrees.
Okay, go big or go home, right? And you're already home.
And Christopher said, sorry, missed yesterday. Still trying to get back into somewhat of a routine again. Susie Q commenting, so happy you got back on. She was worried about Christopher and wondering if he likes Alpena.
Yeah.
Wally is saying good morning to you too. I haven't been on here in a while. Been up on Drummond Island. Going back probably on Monday.
Okay.
Probably to Mayo, wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's guessing 93. Carrie saying ciao. Christopher guessing 91. My mom also with us here on this Thursday. Hey, Mom.
Christine.
Good morning, Facebook friends. Brendan does a great job planting beautiful flowers. Just pick them out and put them in the pot. But thanks, Mom. Thanks for the compliment.
Hey, you still have to keep them alive.
Uh-huh.
You can neglect them, but you don't.
Yeah, that's the next challenge.
Yeah.
And my mom's saying, had a lot of rain yesterday. Have a good day. Yeah. Questions floating around. Was Benji scared? Any storms downstate? Because my parents were maybe about 45, 50-ish minutes from where a tornado touched down in Macomb County yesterday, Heather.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
I saw that. Confirmed tornado. Didn't look good. Looked a little rain wrapped too, so visibility wasn't great around the center of the rotation. But yeah, heard a lot of damage, wind damage, flooding too they're dealing with now.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of street flooding.
Yep.
Do you imagine the survey teams will be out today, Heather?
Yeah, I was just about to pull up NWS Detroit here. Oh my gosh, the amount of pictures of roofs just like sideways and trees. Also, the interesting part too. Oh, I'm just reading through this. Looks like NWS Detroit says, I don't believe any surveys are planned, but we have plans to issue the details on the tornado at some point. So maybe they're already out there? that they responded. So someone, CBS Detroit, asked if there was any planned surveys aside from Macomb County tomorrow. Okay, so I guess they're just gonna state that because there's probably no other indication of other things going on. So yeah, if once I've been keeping a close eye on our sister station. If they post stuff, I'll relay that information because they're closer to it. And they'll likely get that information too later today. So once they post those details, we'll know more. But yeah, damage, it's not good.
And that's when we find out a rating, right?
Yes.
For the tornado and the wind speed.
Because EF scale, the enhanced Fujita scale, is the only way we can measure tornado damage because radar can indicate rotation, but it's hard to indicate strength. And so the only way we can really estimate tornadoes and their strength is by the damage. So they look at how many roofs were damaged, when those like houses were built or buildings were built, because those are different specifications and how strong that wind is to knock over said structure. Same thing with the trees. If they're bigger uprooted trees, they factor all of that in to find their rating of the strength of the tornado. And then they estimate. That's why I always says estimated winds, because we're not out there and we're not able to measure. So.
Fair enough. Thanks for the explanation. We have another Christine watching, saying good morning. It's raining and 58 in Akiak. Have a great day to you both. Thank you, Christine. Lou saying good morning to all. Have a great day. Some nice rain. Lou's guessing 93.
Okay.
Joel said the drag strip event moved to next weekend. Christopher said nice pink outfit, Heather.
Thank you.
Jackie also going big, 95 degrees. All right, what's going on with Ethan? Good morning, all. He's already apologizing for the long message. It's Thursday, but his Friday, because he's coming home to Michigan tonight, hoping for no delays. He's guessing 93. It's apparently going down to 53 this morning. Right now it's 65, climbing to 92. 100 for tomorrow, 102 on Saturday, 99 for Sunday. Extreme heat watch. Wow, for indices up to 110. This is in Iowa, by the way.
Yeah. That's why they're under, that is a threshold that is very dangerous to be outside for a prolonged period of time.
And you can see the records that he posted. And Gail saying safe travels. And Susan saying hi again from Kalkaska. It's cloudy and 60 degrees. And Susan's guessing 93. And I need to do a little refresh here.
Refresh.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, yeah, we definitely got more comments. So we're going to do that. And that, and newest. Okay. We read that. No, newest. Oh, Benji was nervous all day.
Nervous?
Yep. Poor little guy.
Poor baby.
Susie Q's guess is 93, but I heard it was going to be 90. Mark saying good morning from Fremont, Indiana. Storms last night took out a large branch of my maple tree and took out the corner of my house. Oh, Mark.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh.
Gosh. Well, hopefully you can get the insurance on that and
Yeah, this
get
is
that
going to
taken
take
care
time
of.
to repair.
Yeah. Well, keep us posted, Mark. Yeah, sorry to hear you going through that. Christopher said, I am definitely staying in Alpena. Joel said we have a good concrete crew.
Okay.
Mark is guessing 93. I mean, that's the kind of dedication our viewers have, Heather. Even though the corner of his house is damaged, he's still watching us.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be able to think about anything else other than that, but.
So it doesn't sound like Christopher's time went all the way back to Blake, but definitely with Mark.
Okay.
And then you and Trevor.
Okay.
And Christopher has an app on his phone that's tied to NWS Gaylord. He loves reading the discussion. Although I'm not a meteorologist, it's still a fascinating read.
Yeah, it always depends on the forecaster. Some really go in depth with certain things going on in the atmosphere compared to others. We have the same amount of schooling though, so when I'm looking through, I'm like, yep, come up with my own forecast. That's a question I get often is if I'm just relaying NWS. I relay the warnings because they're the ones who issue the warnings to the public. But 9 times out of 10, unless it's severe weather, it's pretty much just our own forecast as meteorologists here.
And then Thomas saying good morning. Nice thunderstorms and 59 there in Bois Blanc Island. God bless, and 93 is his guess. And it looks like I'm all caught up, unless, Gib, you can let me know if I'm missing somebody.
Oh,
all right,
you're
looks
good.
like we're good, Heather. Thank you, Gib.
So we're talking about potentially record-breaking highs this weekend, especially Sunday, where it's going to be really hot and humid in northern Michigan, and especially the northern lowers, where we're going to see those hotter temperatures. So with that being said, we could reach over 90s. So what is that record high on the 22nd, Sunday, that Traverse City will have to beat in order to set a new record high?
93.
93 is correct. That was set back in 1966. If you're wondering, our normal for this time on June 22nd is 79 degrees. So significantly hotter. So weather quiz standings, Brendan still in the lead, 3 for 4. Good job, Brendan.
Thanks.
And Director Gibb is 2 for 4, which is tied with our Facebook Live viewers. Our Facebook Live viewer was Miss Gail, and producer Sarah's 1 for 4.
And Joel's giving us a little bit of context for the concrete crew, Heather.
Yeah?
Age of the crew, 62 to 72.
Ooh.
3 old guys, he says. But
Yeah.
they're quick, though.
Concrete's hard work. We have a few friends that travel to do concrete work.
Yeah.
And I just hear, and a lot of the guys that they work with on the crew, hard, you know, just breaks your back. You're bent over a lot. So commend you guys for doing that job.
Definitely.
Someone's got to do it.
Being out in the elements and all those things.
Yep.
Yeah.
And in the heat when it comes summer, and then cold temperatures when it's cold again.
Du-du-du. Is Madison back yet, Gib? Okay. I think Madison is doing a live report in Leelanau County tomorrow, starting at 6 o'clock, well, 6:15 technically. Public sales are available, Heather,
Yeah.
from Leelanau County.
Yeah, that was in the planner. I think she's still going to be doing that. So if you want to set sail on the bay, Grand Traverse Bay, she's going to be talking about those sailing opportunities. A big sailboat. And we're live 4:30 to 7. Fun, friendship, and forecasting is always promised. And then Madison's live shots during the 6 a.m. hour.
Hopefully you can join us.
Hopefully you can join us. It's going to be our producer Sarah's last show. And I don't like to think about it, but because our friends know our weather quiz standings and they see Sarah's name, Sarah's going to be moving on.
Yeah, it's kind of how this market works sometimes. You come here out of college, get experience, and then you move on to other job opportunities. And so this is her choice, and we're excited to see what's ahead for her.
Yes. And we have had such a good time with her, with the morning team. We all get along well together.
Yeah.
And so we have a new producer, Brandon.
Yeah.
He's here training with her. Not physically here in the building right now because he works that overnight shift.
Yeah.
But you will be seeing Brandon's name. You'll probably be hearing us mention Brandon. But we have Brandon and Brendan.
On a very small morning crew,
Yeah, the team of 4.
we have a Brendan
5.
and Brandon. Yeah. But yeah, definitely a big loss for our team with Sarah moving on.
Yeah, she's done incredible work for us.
Absolutely.
And an incredible friend.
Got that right. Yep. Here at work and outside of these walls here. Well, we've been getting to know Brandon, and he's a great guy. He's learning everything, and there's so much to learn with the producer job.
Yeah. We're live that entire time from 4:30 to 7,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of elements within the show.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
you know, when Sarah first came, it was a lot for her too. So, you know, it comes with time.
Yeah, just
And
with
I'm
any
sure-
job,
yeah.
just a learning curve. And just updating the comments here. Don't want anybody to yell at me. We have Christopher also following the SPC, the Storm Prediction Center. They're in
Yep.
Norman, Oklahoma. We see our friends holding themselves accountable. Ethan's going to try his best to join during the vacation, but he may have a few days that he may miss, which is fine, Ethan.
Don't even
Please-
worry about
Please,
it.
just enjoy your
Yeah.
vacation, Ethan.
You can sleep in to 9 o'clock if you really want to.
Yeah.
You have to be like, oh, don't even set the alarm. It's your vacation. Especially since you work the morning show. You deserve to have a little bit of some late morning.
Oh, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Have fun, Ethan. That's what we want you to do.
Yes, enjoy your time up here, even
Yeah.
though it'll be hot, but at least not as hot as Iowa.
Right.
Corn Belt.
Christopher is giving us a little insight into his life.
Okay.
He has a girlfriend,
Aww.
and he's living with her, and her
Okay.
name's Lisa.
Aww.
So if Lisa is listening in the background, hi Lisa, nice to meet you.
Lisa.
Yeah,
Happy for you, Christopher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's great. Thanks
That's
for sharing,
an exciting
Christopher.
time.
Yeah. Susie Q is saying Ron, her husband's 78, and he still does cement. He did our pole barn last year, she said. Mm-hmm. Ron and Susie Q, they're both very active people. And Kathy's saying, thank you, Sarah, best wishes. We'll pass that along, Kathy. That's very
We
nice of
will.
you to say. And I'm just going to do one more refresh, Heather and Gib, before we say bye
Bye.
for now. It looks like, all right, looks like Kathy's the latest comment. So
Okay.
thanks, friends, for joining us.
Yeah. Have a good Friday Eve. We're back here tomorrow morning. Have a good one.
Bye.